Okay. Moreover, to the Grand Cathedral of Araja, I bequeath 8 stone statues sculpted in the likeness. So I will say, 8 stone statues is definitely tomb, not 8 statues or stained glass windows. I bequeath 8 stone statues sculpted in the likeness of the 8 Ageran angels: Arenda, Lydia, Rena, Joya, Dauja, Vea, Mila, and Draxus. These sculpted figures have been in the Sinclair tomb for multiple generations, and even though there has been much debate over their natural numeric order, they have nevertheless remained steadfast in their safeguarding of our family's secrets. I trust they will continue to provide the Cathedral of Araja that same level of stewardship. So it does say natural numeric order and natural order of things. Numeric order and natural order of things. Natural order. Oh boy. This is like a puzzle that doesn't make sense to me because this is the clue. This is, to me, this is the biggest question mark of the will. The natural order of things. Natural order being folded. And that being very, very similar to this language, to me suggests that this points to this, which points to these. But if that pointing is correct, the thing that it gives me is names. And I don't need names. I already solved... Shit, I dropped my pen. The order of the angels to unlock the underground. It was gardener first, cook second, farmer third. I didn't need names. So what does names have to do with it? Because names, there's no reason to word it this way, to list every one of them, and to have made the names of the angels such a puzzle in other situations. Lost and Found, Mila. There's been like 6, not 6, but there's been about 5, probably, places where I have been gifted the name of an angel as a hint. Why? Do they like, is this a what's the phrase? What's the phrase? Shit. Is this a is this a does it never end kind of clue? Like, do I need to take the names and rearrange them? A denoted in verse, an investor needed kind of clue? The day I understand what this means, I will be such a happy fucking camper. Is it the first letters? O, L, R, J. No, there's only one vowel. It can't be a word. Why would I need the names? Why would I need the names specifically? Are they in... They're not in Eurasian, right? I mean... Not that I... Dao means day, right? Does Dao mean day? Is it Eurasian again? Dao means day. I don't think Mila means anything. I don't know what Draxus means. Vea. Array means future. There has been much debate over their natural numeric order. They can be interacted with. So if we are being pointed towards them, I have already interacted with them to solve a puzzle, though. If we are being interacted, like if we're being pointed towards them, I'm debating whether or not there's a reason to continue playing. Like okay. There's been debate over the order. I said no, there has not been debate. It was gardener, cook, farmer, maid, other maid, jockey, shield, scepter, king. And that opens you up to Draxus. However, if the gardener is Rena, the hold up, let me just go one step at a time. The gardener is Rena, the cook is Joya. We are deep in the sauce, by the way. Hour and 20 minutes into this episode, and I'm sitting here not drafting rooms. Banging my head against the Eurasian letter, the letter puzzle, and now the natural order of things. Gardener is Rena. So one thing I don't think I've done is I haven't listed which one of these is which one. Gardener is Rena, which is number 1. Cook is Joya, which is number 2. I have all of these written in my notes already. I couldn't tell you how I know these things. I know Rena because of the cloister. I know Joya somehow. I don't fucking know. Danja was left of the altar, which means that Danja is the farmer, which is number 3. Lydia is right of the altar, which is number 6, the jockey. 4, the maid with the black suit and hat and duster. I don't have a name for. But it's not... So that's the only one that I don't have a name for, because 5 is Mila the maid, 6 is Lydia, 7 is Arinda, and 8 is Draxus. So the only one I don't have a name for here is... is oops, not Danja, Dalja. Is Vea, which is the is number 4. Vea, which I misspelled. Okay. So if we have an input, this. Now the problem is I don't remember. Should they all be... They're currently all up. No, they're not. Some of them are up, some of them are down. Let's put them all up. Let's put them all up first. God, I am barking up the wrong fucking tree. Let's put them all up, and then we'll go from there. This feels dumb, but I also don't understand why... By dumb, I mean this feels like I'm... This feels like I'm like looking at the pause menu and being like, RCRHGS. Right down, right up, right... That, if you enter this input of codes, it will break the game for you. This feels dumb. But I also do not understand this part of the will. And the angels are interesting. The tomb was suggested to me. Where's the other ones? The tomb was suggested to me. The angels are interesting. And the will has so much... The will is so... Something's fucking going on with the will. There's been much debate. There's been much debate over their natural numeric order. I think I did Rina, which was gardener. I did Rina. What does it mean, their natural order? How else are you supposed to order them? This is the farmer, right? Where's the gardener? That's the cook, gardener. So I did Rina, cook, Joya, farmer, Dauja, not Danja, Dauja. The maid that is in a black top hat, Veya. The maid that has a broom, Mila. The jockey, Lydia. Then Orinda, which opened that. And then I do Draxus. But this is what I've done already. Is there a different code? I don't know. Let's go put them all up. That didn't do anything. The music was really swell in there. I thought we were onto something. But that's just putting in the same code we've already done. I will say, it is very confusing that there are two maids. Is that all of them? Orinda, Lydia. So, what if we did it in this order? Orindia? Nope, sorry. Orinda. Lydia is the jockey. Is right here. Rena is the gardener. Joya is the cook. Dauja is the farmer. Veya is the top hat duster. Mila is this one. Draxus is in the other room. What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? Holy shit! I want to cry. I want to actually cry. I feel very emotional right now. Let's see what it is, and then I'll tell you why I'm feeling emotional. These are the copies. These are the copies. 100%. Red Prince and a New Clue. Preliminary draft copies. It said I leave and bequeath to him, and I was confused about them. I was like, but you didn't leave them. Now I'm doubly emotional. Oh my God. All right, we're gonna read these and screenshot them, but let me talk to you about why I'm emotional first. First and foremost, I just feel loved. To me, like, and I don't know if this isn't something you agree, like you feel or you empathize with. But to me, when I solve a puzzle, not every puzzle, it's not like when I'm playing Connections in the New York Times that I feel this way, but when I solve a puzzle, and maybe it's the puzzles that like reward persistence, maybe it's the puzzles that like reward something like, I don't know, creative thinking or like really being determined or something. I just feel so loved. I feel like solving the puzzle was an act of, having the puzzle made for me was an act of love. And I feel really loved when I try something batshit crazy off the wall that it turns out was not batshit crazy off the wall. When I'm in my head about like, am I paranoid? Natural order of things is a weird fucking phrase. Natural numeric order, that's weird. Why is that weird? When I feel like that curiosity has been rewarded with a beautiful moment, like the 8th stained glass window, infinity sign, by the way, being revealed to me, I just feel like somebody has been looking out for me and someone is loving me. And I feel so lucky to get to play games like this. Let's fucking go. Oh, baby. Red Prince draft number 1. Preliminary draft. Let me save this in my folder. What is this possibly going to have in? I don't even know. New, or let's call it first draft 1. What is this going to have in it? My mother's handwriting, that's for one. Once there was a red prince who sat on a red throne. He had a red crown of rubies in a red castle made of stone. I think the way we should do this is to compare and contrast along the way. I think that's what I should do. I want to. My encouraging uncle who opened many doors for me, by the way. They made me change the ending, of course, as you predicted. There was a red prince who sat on a red throne. He had a red crown made of rubies and a red castle made of stone. Castle is a word, by the way, that I don't trust so much these days. He's sitting on the throne here with the Orinda scepter. Any difference here matters a lot. The candles are more lit in this version. So what do we read that to mean? Is that a clue? Light candles in... Are the candles lit in that room? I want you guys to know that my to-do list for blueprints has actually... This whole page was to-do list, and it is now basically full and mostly scratched off. I'm going to have to start a second to-do list page. Light candles in throne room. To me, that's one thing that could be different. What is in his hand? I can't tell what that is. What's on his left arm? It kind of looks like a bird is sitting on his like arm, like perched. Red castle made of stone. The red prince had a love for all things red. It's the only true color, the prince often said. Everything versus all things. Do we assume that the two wants everything? I don't know. Okay, let me screenshot first. What a gift this is. What a fucking gift it is to play this game. Only in our made-up worlds that we craft for each other can puzzles like this exist, you know? In the real world, everything is drudgery and bullshit and bureaucracy and mundanity. And in these fictional, beautiful, lovely little fictional worlds, we get to do stuff like this. So the difference between the drawings here. Flags are the same. Nearly everything is the same. I mean, the fire hydrant gets moved a little bit. So does the rose. This right here is different. What is that? It's the nation? Isn't that the... No? It's Finn. That's Finn. That's the nation of Finn. Okay. He could not stand the sight of a canary, arch, or a crow, orenda. He could not stand the white of a swan, morajai, in the snow. Very similar drawing. Drawing almost exactly the same. This time we just get a little bit of a clue as to what they are. The political meaning behind this page. He couldn't look at these other nations. Is the Red Prince us, or is the Red Prince the foolish nation of Finn? You know? And he never looked up for fear of the view. He had heard that the sky was not a red hue. I love that they made her S's look like 8s. It's so on brand. This drawing is very different. There's a castle here. The trees are different. Why does it say the sky with that? With that flourish. Why does it say the sky? The flourishes scare me a little bit. I don't know what they mean. I've seen them other places. I've talked about it ad infinitum. Ad nauseum, really. A similar but different drawing. Is that a 2? Is that the number 2? You'd heard that the sky is that the number 2? It's a fancy number 2. I don't know. Time for a new screenshot. I can't wait to read a new clue. I feel like the new clue difference is going to be amazing. He didn't see the birds or the changing of the leaves, and he never saw the sights of life's many symphonies. The sights of symphonies? I feel like this one got changed a lot. This page is entirely missing. The fuck? The sites of symphonies? This page is entirely not there. In the... Oh boy, a lot of these are. Oh boy, a lot of these pages are brand new. The next page here is, he always had a book. He didn't see the birds or the changing of the leaves. Leaves changing colors has a lot of interesting imagery, symbolism in a book about these changing, the changing colors of the nation. You know, Finn was red, now it's black, etc., etc. Or Arenda was black, Finn is red. Saw the sights of life's many symphonies. I think that's just a reference to, like, he wasn't seeing the, like, beauty around him. But why would you phrase it sights of symphonies? He couldn't see beyond the red shade he was aware. He never caught a glimpse of the world I had to share. He's reading the book. She's... There's a bird, by the way. Is that a bird on its fucking his fucking arm? Don't know. We have a planet thing, a bird cage. He's reading something that's hard to tell. But one day, oh my god, we have color. The prince saw something new. And if you look closely, you might see it too. This is scrawled in a different handwriting. Do you notice this? Normal handwriting, different handwriting. This is so cool. I love that there's no music under this. What an interesting choice. The skies parted and the clouds withdrew. The prince had a new favorite color. The color blue. That's the end of the Red Prince. Too political? Jesus fucking Christ, yeah! The skies parted and the clouds withdrew. The prince had a new favorite color. I mean, I think this is just pointing to the blue... Like, we're in the game where they're recrafting... They're making a new crown. The future is blue. It's almost like the debate of, like... The very political debate about, like, how do you best change a nation? From the inside with slow and steady, like, reform, or via revolution. The blue is sort of like there's a lot of debate from the characters in this game who are very upset with Finn Ares as a place. Where it's like, do you flee? Do you go back to Araja? Do you flee north? Do you stay stuck in the past? These black rooms. And then there is the blue crown of room 46. Which I think is hinting at a different way forward. Okay, we get a new clue, which I'm so fucking excited for. These fucking doodles! I don't know, brother. I don't know what these doodles are about. Okay. Let's do it. My body is ready. My body is ready. If he found, I just realized. If he found a new clue, he'd know what to do. We literally found a literal new clue. Is this the moment? Is this when everything changes? It's all been changing all the time, baby. It's all changing. But is this? All he needed was to find a new clue. Cook and maid. If he found a new clue, he would know what to do. If he knew what to do, he'd likely tell you find two. Interesting. For you are looking for a new clue too. AKA, for clues come together like a pair of new shoes. How many memos should be visible here? Clues come together like a pair of new shoes. Clues come in twos. Okay. Save the image and compare. All he needed was to find a new clue. Cook and maid? I don't know, man. Route 8, they did change it from platform 8 to route 8. Why? What does platform 8 mean? I mean, I think that's something we kind of understand. How many memos should be visible? None at this point, right? Clues come in pairs is a little funny. What does that mean? Clues come together like a pair of new shoes. Yeah, I think Route 8 is to draw you away from train. Route 8 instead of Platform 8 is to draw you away from trains towards roads. So we read the sign. This is a great reminder for us to go through New Clue because it has been a little bit since we've solved it, and I'm a little unsure where we are on this shit. The signs in New Clue say Route 8, depart right, keep left, left to Tanner Fork, right, dead end, record each stop on the way. Route 8, if you depart and you keep left and you go to Tanner Fork, which is 10, that takes you 8, 7, 3, 10. Then you go right to dead end. That takes you 10, 1, and then 13, which is dead end. 8, 7, 3, 10, 1, 13. I don't know. That's what I got. On a related note, XYZ something or other took me to a different place. Like this puzzle here. I have in my notes, the fourth looked north. And I can't exactly trace the steps that I got there. But maybe we'll have to recreate that. I'm not sure. Okay, let's go to the next page. Clues come in twos, probably, or something like that. He had retraced his sketches and studied the files. rewritten his theories, and gone through the piles. That is not what it says in the book. Of the evidence shown to God only known, and retraced his steps as it stretched on for miles. That's different. Suspect list needed will add in final illustration. The suspect list is how we got Bo Lee. Depart instead of departure. Dead herrings, aka red herrings. Dead cases. They're red rooms. Nope, that one only lavatory is, right? Medium gate. Corner cases is the same. Double check with Kirk about documents. Okay. That's Kirk Darren in security. I don't remember if I saved this already yet. Okay. It's getting hot in here. I have to take my sweatshirt off, and I spilled chili on my shirt earlier, so don't laugh at me, okay? Be right back. Oh, you can't even see it. I spilled a drop of chili on my shirt right there. He had retraced his sketches and studied the files, rewritten his theories, and gone through the piles of the evidence shown to nobody known, to God only known. Of the evidence shown to God only knows, means to many people, or like to assorted people who we're not really sure about. Of the evidence shown to nobody known means evidence shown to someone you don't know. And retraced his steps as it stretched on for miles. That line stays the same. Suspect list needed is how you get to Bo Lee. I just realized our mom is the one saying in a new clue what the archival key is in admin. She's the one who gives us the Bo Lee key. So she knows. Bo Lee and friends are the ones who are going to like kill my mom. We're going to take care of her. Okay, let's just keep going. Maybe it'll make more sense as we go. I don't... Double check with Kirk about documents. I don't know what that means. He had looked high and low in all of the rooms. He had searched every corner in all of the tombs. Swap the king with the rook? What does that mean? For in this case, he had searched every space. Checked every space. Checked? Searched? What does that say? It says S-O-O-T. Too much overlap with the clue in the secret passage? What's happening right now? Okay, so the good news is S-O-O-T, S-O-O-T confirms our puzzle here. That's very good for us. That's exciting. Our proposed solution so far. Let me save the document because nothing is more important than taking good notes. Now let's freak out. For in this case, he had searched every space. He had checked every space. If he found a new clue, he'd know what to do. Too much overlap with clue in the secret passage. Secret passage? The fuck does that mean? Secret passage, the room inside that lets me go to different colored doors. Swap the king with the rook. Is that because of castle? What? Castling means to swap the king with the rook in chess. I thought you wanted the rook there because it is the castle, which would mean that this would be a clue to this, would be a clue, like these would be clues to each other. Swap the king with the rook is a castle. That's really... I was going to say that's really genius, but I don't really know why it's in there. Swap the king with the rook. You want the rook in this image, which you got, for sure. That's what you got in the end. Arinda is still there. So, I hope what I'm saying is making sense. There's a move in chess where you, along your back rank, so long as you have not moved either your king or your rook, so long as neither of them are in check or being... Sorry, as long as the king is not in check or being moved through check, you are allowed to switch them. It's one of the weirdest moves in chess. It's an amazing move. Very, very useful move in chess. Coming from a very low elo player. But it's a very, very useful move in chess. To castle. You can castle to either side, king side or queen side. I think the letters are probably... I think these letters are probably the same. I guess I can check that. 8, 12, 1. 5 and 14, yes. This is... I thought that was 15, I'll be honest with you. 4, 9, 6, 3. That is 13. It's hard to read. 10. I think they're all the same. Yeah, so those clues are the same. Note to publisher, insert small case numbers barely visible between the marked words above. Too much overlap with clue in the secret passage. Searching spaces versus checking spaces. Searching spaces versus checking spaces. What does that mean? He had looked and he looked. Under beds and in nooks. Too obvious. There's an X here. Under beds? He questioned the maids. He questioned the cooks. Cook and maid. It was already over when he spoke to the chauffeur, who told him new clues were found only in books. Replace fork with something connected to 10. Those add up to 10. Hold up. I'm getting... This is too... I'm drinking from a fire hydrant of information right now, and I don't understand it at all. So, 10, as in 10 on this page. 10, Tanner fork. So does that mean that all of the other clues have had... Platform 8. Sure, 8. Then, this is 7. No. 8, 7, 3. 8, 7, 3, 10. Kaku 2? What does that mean? head hurts. Oh, what's going on? What's going on? Okay. Why X here? Why X on this page? He looked and he looked under beds. And in nooks. Brother, I don't know. Okay. Instead of a fork, why do you have... Oh, Tanner fork? Yeah, okay. So that is definitely Tanner fork. It's definitely something related to the Metro puzzle. I don't know what to do with the Metro puzzle, though. He questions... The maids, he questioned the cooks. It was already over when he spoke to the chauffeur, told him new clues were found only in books. So, and tome after tome. Why are they correcting some of the first? Also, there's blue. I just realized there's 2 sets of commentary on this. There's black ink and then there's blue ink. Why are you obsessed with the first words in these 2 lines? This edit right here makes no sense to me. He? I think it's just a lowercase he beneath that. I don't know why that matters. Unless the first line of... This gets changed to blue but it's actually so in the book. So tome after tome that the library loaned, the comma gets removed. And the books that he had that he already owned were searched from their colors, all the way through. If he found a new clue, he'd know what to do. Cuckoo 2. If he found a new clue, he'd know what to do. The other thing is Tinder Cipher, Luna Renamed, Uncle Aw, Draft the Sixes. Okay, those are the same. I will say, does Secret Passage have books? Those have names, right? Secret Passage? Books? Does it have books? I think it does. Like... Secret Passage has books. Sorry, I can't even fucking speak. The books in Secret Passage are not the same colored books. There's one of each color, minus blue. There is purple, though. Do they have titles? That are, that are related to our... Our Word document that I can't find in my notepad right now. There it is. Draft the Sixes, shifted extras, the fixed stars. Related to all of this is denoted in verse, investor, needed, and whatever the other stuff is. Which I should write down there and keep on my notepad. But a new clue, Uncle All, that all makes sense. We understand that part. Cuckoo 2. Cuckoo 2? What does that mean? Cuckoo 2. It also had... There's a weird, like... There's a direction arrow here on this cuckoo clock, which makes me feel like I wasn't crazy thinking about these cuckoo clocks. That's all I gotta say. Not here, though. They move the sign inside of the other picture. Everything else here looks pretty normal. Okay, have I screenshotted this one yet? No, I have not. These preliminary drafts, I think, are going to be really helpful. But man, on the way to really helpful, they are going to be very confusing. He changed all the letters in the lines that he found. Lines as in ranks or lines as in spines. Ranks? He changed all the letters In the ranks that he found? That doesn't make sense here, right? I'm thinking like ICX, XIS, XIC, CXI. Those aren't words. XSI, those aren't words. Okay, sorry. I thought that... I'm reacting to a million things at once here, and He checked all the colors for each key that he wound, a nod to my uncle's parlor game. He checked all the colors for each key that he wound. He doubled the meaning of each seasonal greeting, as my mother used to call me. Mary, Mary. And found that the diction of each word was sound, unending homophones. Homophones are words that sound the same despite being spelled differently, right? Same pronunciation but different meanings, origin, or spelling. Yeah, okay. So that could be this. 6. Homophone 6. Is this letter puzzle or is this not letter puzzle? I don't know what this means. Let's compare and contrast. Mary, Mary, Gates, Gates, right, right. Lore, word, jor equals name, sure. The thing, like, oh boy, I don't know. Drafted 6-inch, shifted extras, fixed stars, dead end. They remove the denoted in verse. Where are the lines pointing different? Denoted in verse. Which is just exactly a, like, reference to this one. The music room note, right? And also, does it never end? Okay. He changed all the letters in the lines that he found. Lines as in ranks or lines as in spines. We've already done the spines thing. Ranks. He changed all the letters in the ranks that he found. If you change letters and you allow homophones or double the meaning of seasonal greetings or whatever, 6 something, 6 rot, ort, tor. Tor means something we don't know. Rot, et, tet, t. I don't get this. I don't get that. I don't even know that it's a reference to that. He stayed up all night and studied the maps. He laid out the floor plans and measured the gaps. And if his directory... And his directory was a trajectory, it says. What does that mean? What? From what I was told, I believe Margle, Detective Bon Margle? From what I was told, I believe Margle's directory is currently 22 rooms short of completion. No cause for concern yet, as Uncle has thankfully removed pump room from the draft pool. Pump room allows you to get library. Sorry, locker room, sauna, and pool. Entrance hall, that part makes sense. Why is the moon here? His directory was a trajectory. A trajectory is like a heading, a like direction, a vector. Directory is our list of rooms. Nothing short of a full mental lapse. Why is the moon hovering over... like 5 and 6 area? Nothing else is immensely different here. From what I was told, I believe Margle's directory is 22 rooms short of completion. No cause for concern yet, as Uncle has thankfully removed pump room from the draft pool. A man obsessed and Cuckoo 2. Cuckoo 2. Cuckoo 2. Oh, sorry. Wrong book. Cuckoo 2. They would say as he would wander through. The best medicine is not yet evidence. When he found a new clue, he'd know what to do. If he found a new clue, he'd know what to do. Okay, so what we are seeing here is the very specific syntax with aims of pointing you towards certain phrases or words. Cuckoo 2 is this whole first 2 lines is built in order to give you the phrase Cuckoo 2. A man obsessed and Cuckoo as well. They would say as he would wander through. It's these 2 lines are meant to deliver Cuckoo 2 to you. The best medicine is not yet evidence. Is that play on words on evident and evidence? Other than that, I'm not exactly sure. Let me make sure I saved the right book or the right image. Yep. Okay. And having read this so many times, having scoured over each of the lines, have you exhausted your search? Have you seen all the signs? There's 1 per page. That part's obvious to us. Show the entire route, it says. I can't believe I'm in here reading these books. I can't believe it. Okay. On this page, we have what? In terms of difference. The king and the rook have been switched. They've been swapped. They've been castled. Dead end, major key. Seen all the signs. They show the entire map this time instead of just the part of it. Major. Having read this book over so many times, having scoured each of its cryptic lines, have you exhausted your search? Have you seen all the signs? They add these pictures in later. Or is there perhaps something Something overlooked but now in view, the stuff that was covered by our body. Have you really found it? Could it finally be true? If it's a new clue, you know what to do. Remove sign from this final illustration. Suspect is major, should be handwritten. Suspect is minor, should be typed. We've solved all of these, I think. Remind Randolph to set this up before we leave. What? Remind Randolph? More in IT to set this up? What does that mean? I thought as you got closer to answers, things were supposed to appear more clear, not less clear. Or is there perhaps something due? Due east, due west? Something overlooked, but now in view. This whole thing right here. Have you really found it? Could it finally be true? Finally be true. If it's a new clue, you know what to do. I think this page is mostly solved with the exception of what this Randolph thing means. The suspect is a key. To set up, the suspect is a key refers to the suspect is major, short word, shortest word, and a minor, which is Bo-Lee, which is right? Am I crazy here? Age 16, that's what we solved. Short word minor. Suspect is one of the minors. Short. But Bo-Lee is in a conspiracy to kill my mom. Randolph shouldn't notice anything out of the ordinary, despite the fact that Randolph set it up. Set it up? Set this up? Mary saw Lee on Tuesday. So there is the idea that Lee and Mary know each other. How New has a plan to take care of her. If it must be done, it must be done. See to it that the body is not discovered. She won't be found. Moore is planning scheduled maintenance. We should wrap things up. I feel like the causality and the set of circumstances there is not making sense to me. Okay, but that's a new clue. The first draft, the preliminary draft. What have we learned from this and from Red Prince? Red Prince's first meaning was definitely more political. It's straight up revolutionary. There may be clues along the way in Red Prince, but I think more political messaging. Here are the places where it means a different nation. Here's the places where it means Fen. I don't know what this thing about the sky is. I don't think there's a reason for me to have a magnifying, like for me to think that having a magnifying glass here would change everything. Life's Many Symphonies could be a clue. I'll be honest though, after reading A New Clue, I'm looking back at this book and being like, I think this is less clues and more just like emotional lore. I think this is like a mother's frustration almost with the political climate she's raising her son and the nation that she currently lives in, and her hopes for what might occur. You look closely, you might see it too. The skies parted, clouds withdrew. The prince had a new favorite color, the color blue. And then this is just 100% A New Clue is being gifted to the library, to me, as something. As a guide to get something, as a guide to do something. I'm walking away from this thinking a couple things. Let's go through page by page real quick. The sign puzzle feels solved to me. Not so sure about this one. The secret passage is definitely something we need to look at for a clue to the castle puzzle and or for their book titles. Maybe the same thing, maybe not. Check is also a move in chess. To castle, to check. Under beds and in nooks. I'm not sure about that. I'm not sure if I've done that stuff. Under beds? Cuckoo 2. There's something going on with the cuckoo clock. Secret passage. Cuckoo clock for sure. If he found a new clue, he'd know what to do. I do think we probably need to re-examine the XYZ ABC puzzle as well, because I don't really remember how I got where I got there. He changed all the letters in the lines that he'd found. Lines as in ranks is a very interesting thing here. We could also go with the old puzzle. It's my Photoshop document entitled Please God. Ooh, throwback here. If we count small gates, 8 dates, crack 8 safes. If we changed, like, the letters themselves, like if we change the stuff in the ranks, I don't know. To me, this is like, he checked all the colors for each key that he wound. Colors for keys? He doubled the meaning of each seasonal greeting. Mary, Mary. And found that the diction of each unending homophones. We should just pay attention to homophones. I don't know, though, what that means. Something here about... I have not understood what this... I can't wait to finish this game and reread A New Clue and to understand what everything means. Something about directories and trajectories. My directory is completed, though, and I don't know that it has done something for me that it didn't do for Bon Margle. You know? Medicine is not yet evidence. Okay. I don't even know. I can't believe this fucking worked, though. Holy shit. Can you believe it? Oh my god. That's gotta be the tomb thing that that Discord is talking about. Oh my lord. That simply has to be that. Wow. Oh, is it nighttime? Have I spent hours in your game without drafting a single room? Well, without drafting more than one room. Okay. Well, hilariously, I'm out of time to record today. I think I have 5 minutes to go draft a couple rooms, and then I think we're gonna call it a day. Not like we didn't accomplish a lot today. Let's go ahead and see if we can't get a, like, you know, clot. Did not get what we wanted there. Come on. God damn it. I'm just sitting here thinking through pieces of a new clue. I would kill somebody to be able to draft Secret Passage right now. You know? Thick Observatory, get us up to 49 is pretty good. It's pretty nice. I want to draft Treasure Trove because I think that's kind of the key to me getting anywhere from here. Geist Bedroom is really great right now because it gives you a million keys, or a million dice. Clicking slowly. Full Mental Lapse. And Cuckoo 2. Okay. I have one key, which is not great. Although I do have a break room already I could go back to if I really needed to. Right? Yeah. Alright, I'm going to set my brain aside for a second. I'm going to set aside all of the things we just read in a new clue, and I'm just going to draft, because otherwise I'm not going to be able to provide any entertaining commentary for the rest of this episode. So instead what I'm going to do is I'm just going to ignore it. I'll think on it, and we'll talk about it in future episodes for sure, and I'm sure we'll reread it a bunch too. Instead, let's work on Treasure Trove real quick. This is box 8. We have one key, which we kept for this exact reason. All boxes marked by suns contain memos that are true. Well, that's funny, because you're in a box that is marked with a sun. So, I think it is likely that this memo is true. I'm going to write it down as true. For now. It's blue. Which we generally like. And it doesn't contradict itself, which is also nice. Sunboxes. are true. I'll write that down as my current hypothesis. Okay. Well, a couple more rooms to draft. We've gotten... did not get conservatory, but we did get treasure trove, observatory. Could still get lost and found. Could get planetarium. Either one of those would be fine. If we don't get either, that's also freaking fine. We have 7 dice. Do we go for a freezer right here? We could try it. Secret passage. Oh, boy. I'm going to leave the secret passage puzzle for another day. I'm going to leave it for another day. Because I have 6 dice to try and get freezer. And it says hot. It says hot. Like there's steam. Give me freezer or give me death. Give me freezer or give me death. I don't even know that it'll work if I get freezer here. Drawing room gives me more draws. Do I go for it? Let's go for drawing room. Gives me more draws. Watch, the door is going to be locked. Or it's not going to be hot. Directly above furnace, though. That's got to mean something. Fuck. Good old lavatory. Everybody loves lavatory. All right. Still says hot. Freezer! Damn it. We did get lost and found, which is nice because it is one of the last items on our list. Got no new clothes, no new clothes. Some dice and a prism key. Secret passage. We almost had it, and I'm so curious about it now. If I keep drafting, I don't know why I'm still playing the game. It's still hot, which is part of it. Part of why I'm drafting. Still hot. Do I redraft? Secret passage again? Let's do it. Let's do it. Fuck it. Let's do it. Okay, we have book titles, which I'm curious about. The key to the bedroom does not have... That is not a new clue. I'll tell you that much. Okay. Do we have any letter clues for the letter puzzle? Because it said in a new clue... Soot. Too much overlap with clue in the secret passage. Is it in the secret passage or is it like here? A small dead-end room with an ordinary bookcase exemplifies the best means to escape the confinements of our world has always been through books. Plot and pilot. All these extra books. There's like nothing on the floor. It's got to be on the bookshelves. There's nothing on any place other than the fucking bookshelves. A tiny globe. There's a pawn. And it's not on any of the other bookshelves either. Got to be here. The Halls of Holly. Oh, we don't have an orange one, do we? Oh, that's interesting. Because we don't have blue in here either. We have green thumb. None of these are... No! I didn't mean to do that. That's all right. I was trying to click back on the game. I was trying to click back on the game after... clicking off of it. Okay, so the titles. The Halls of Holly. Orange is the color. There's a holly right there. Green Thumb. No author, no publisher, no nothing. Green Thumb. Realm and Rune or Lunar Renamed are the other options. Green Thumb. How does this overlap with the letter puzzle? The key to the bedroom. Purple. AKA violet. Red Rover. Scarlet. Drawback Press. Drawback Press. As in the press that printed it? Drawback Press. I'm so confused. Drawback Press. Gold Sink Market. Secret Passage. Too much overlap with clue in the secret passage? What does that mean? Does anything here have to do with castles, kings? Red Rover, Scarlet. Drawback Press. Press. Press is an action as well as, you know, a publisher. The Halls of Holly. I could play word scramble with all of these titles, but Green Thumb. Soot and Ash. Books that you had that you already owned were searched from their colors all the way through. Okay, I have to call it an episode. I have to go. I can't keep playing. We should just stop. I don't know what's going on. Okay. I'm gonna go to break room and call it a day. I don't know, dude. This has been my experience with a new clue draft one so far, first draft so far, is it's like, it's pointing me a direction, but I don't see anything in that direction, you know? It says door. It says door. Huh? It says, it's, you can see it right there. Draft secret passage. Go in from the other side. That's what's happening here. If you draft secret passage, go in from the other side. Hop in here. We should still take a look at these book titles later, because I don't know, maybe there is something there. This is D-O-O-R, and the only places it could work, I think we've just solved the letter puzzle. And by solved, I mean completed. I do not mean that we've solved it. D-O-O-R. Here's the thing. I don't know. I think that D is one column right of the O's, which would mean that this is add 6, add 6, 12. Tor equals Sacred Circle, 46, something like that. Lore equals word. Et means east. Why can I not fucking remember how I came up with Tor? Okay, that's perfect. I should screenshot this despite the fact that I cannot see it. Holy cow, it is hard to see. I don't even know if you guys can see it on screen. It's tiny. Okay. Let's get out of here. That's got to be how you do that, is giraffe secret passage, but don't open it. Go through the other direction. Right? Which is a genius idea in hindsight. I wish I'd have thought I wish I'd have thought to do that. Damn it. Are there any other rooms we could do that kind of thing with? Because this is not the time to be asking questions like that, right? That's a question for another day. But God, am I interested in trying to figure that out. Where is break room again? That's going to do it for this episode. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to leave a like or a positive comment on the video. I'll see you guys in the next one. I got to call it a day and see what it says. Oh. What a tradition this is. I sat down to record 45, 60 minutes of blueprints, and I'm walking away 2 hours and 45 minutes later. But so happy. So happy. This game's amazing. All right, that'll do it. See ya. Bye.